Oh shit, your bitch is live. I'm live, y'all. Hey, it's been a while. Okay. It's been about a week for me. I haven't came on here and said hello to y'all. Figured I would since it's been so long that I've seen you all. I gotta get all my shit together. Y'all, my wig is cracking. I hope y'all can't tell. Hold on. There we go. Had to fix her real quick. Had to fix her. How y'all doing this evening? I missed y'all last week. But a bitch is back now. Girl. Yeah, I was down. I was down bad last week. I just did not feel like I didn't feel like doing no live last week. I just didn't have it in me. But I got some more wine today. Prepared to talk. Got my good hair on. So what y'all been up to? I was just over watching Diamond Styles' live. Cause you watch her anytime that she comes on. That's my homegirl. I like her. She don't know me, but we best friends in my head. Yeah, they was talking movies and TV shows over there, but you know, it was a pretty good time. I love watching other people's lives. It's just like, oh my god, it's their own little TV show, just like I be putting on. So I love it. And she's the person who I first seen that actually did YouTube lives, because I didn't know you could do a live on YouTube before her. Because once they gave her channel back, she did a live about how she got her channel back. I'm like, wait, I could have been on here recording videos and then saving to my channel, and I don't gotta edit it. I can just get on here and talk, and it's automatically gonna save. Shit. I will take that. I'm disappointed I don't got all my wine today though. This is all the wine I got. Usually I come with like a big ass jug or a new fresh bottle of wine. But I didn't even think to buy no wine today. Shoot. And so I just woke up from a nap and ate like not that long ago, maybe like an hour or so ago. It was maybe like 2 hours ago. Cause bitch, I was doing a meeting from 8 in the morning till 4:30. And after that, baby, as soon as I got home, paid my bills, went straight to sleep. I needed that nap. Oh Lord, I needed that nap because I ain't been doing work because of the whole Rona and everything. My job's been shut down, but now they're allowing people back because I work on a college. I work on a campus. So now we're gonna see how that's gonna work. I still think that's ass, the fact that they're even allowing schools to come back. But girl, who knows? I just seen somewhere that the teachers just caught the Rona from the students. Also, they shouldn't be allowed to have shit back in the first place. But hey, our government is trash. Yes. Can y'all hear me in my background? Because I got me playing on my TV just to see what's going on. So I can, like, view here and view there just in case, Because sometimes my comments don't come up on my actual screen. So when I look over here, I got the live chat going on my TV. So the comments come up on my TV and I can just look over and look at it. We're like 4 minutes in. Okay, I'm gonna give about 5, 6. I seen two people. Well, I seen 4 people are here. Lovely. Seen 2 likes. That's cute. How are y'all doing who are actually here? How y'all doing? Hope y'all like the topics that's happening. I'm gonna Is it? Okay. We almost there. Give it one more minute, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and dive in and just start talking shit. That's how it usually goes around here. We just dive in and talk. And again, I apologize. I'm gonna keep touching my hair. I don't know what it is, but I'm a hair toucher. Whenever I'm talking, I just like it's just something to grab onto and something to do while you're talking and interacting. Love that shirt back. Hey, I love that I'm back as well. Hydra. Oh, hey. I know it's been a minute. It's been like a good week. I just didn't feel like making a video earlier last week. Ugh. How's your sexy self been lately? I've been good. I've been good now. I'm good now. I'm starting work back soon, so I'll be able to start making a nice consistent coin since they shut off this bitch's unemployment. But other than that, I should be good. I'm doing good. How are you doing? How's everything wherever you're at? Your hair, I need it. Oh, thank you, girl. AliExpress. I love me some AliExpress hair. Although sometimes it be a hit and miss when you go get hair from AliExpress. It's like it's gonna be really good or it's gonna be like really trash. And this was cute and in the middle because I mean it's pretty good. I like it. It's just that kind of when it dries up, it gets bigger. But I mean I like big hair. But sometimes I just like want it to be like very much Beyonce crazy in love when she kicked that the fire thing and she was just swinging her hair like. That's what I be feeling like with his hair. Oh, I'm a mess, y'all. I'm a mess. All right, so we're what 7 minutes in. All right, so did y'all see? I was gonna talk about the Emmy snubs and everything that's been happening, all the Emmy nominations. Y'all see? Our girls from Pose did not get nominated for the second year in a row, but Billy Porter got nominated. And honestly, I fuck with that. I like Billy Porter. Billy Porter, his acting is everything. He really just dives deep into his characters, and he been giving them the business since season one of Pose. He really has, and I fucks with him. I just was hoping that this year that the girls would get a chance to be Emmy nominated. Like, how do you have a whole cast of trans women, a show centering around trans women, yet you only nominated the cis male actor? How the fuck does that happen? And I mean, he deserves his nomination because Billy Porter's been in the game for a while. I mean, did y'all know Billy Porter had an album back in the day? Billy Porter had a whole album. They tried to Tevin Campbell him. Mm-hmm. Without everybody knowing that he was gay, so he was putting off on the R&B front, singing for the ladies and all that. Billy Porter had a little album back in the day. But anyway, yeah, they didn't nominate the girls from Pose again, which I didn't appreciate. Honestly, a lot of people didn't get nominated because I think if have y'all seen Little Fires Everywhere? They nominated Kerry Washington for that because Kerry Washington she did her thing in that. She deserved her little Emmy nomination too. But they did nominate Reese Witherspoon. And bitch, I love some Reese Witherspoon. She tapped into every Karen in her family when she was when she was doing them scenes, baby. She tapped into every Karen that had proceeded before her. She definitely should have been nominated. A lot of the girls ain't getting they just dues and I don't know what's going on. Seems like every time somebody good happens, like they don't be getting nominated for shit. But MJ definitely deserved her nomination. She definitely did. Who else? I don't really know because Lulu from Pose. Do y'all watch Pose? I just know I watch Pose, so that's what I'm talking about it. But I don't know Lulu. Her acting wasn't all that great this season. They don't give her enough shine. They don't never give her enough shine on Pose. Like they don't give her enough serious scenes to really show her acting abilities. She had her moment with Candy, and I guess that kind of showed, but it was still kind of like, it was still kind of iffy. And I mean, everybody's always cheering for Electra. That the girl who plays Electra, Dominique Jackson, should be nominated for one, but I don't think she was that good. I mean, and I love her. I love Dominique Jackson's character Electra. I love me some Electra. But girl, that acting says otherwise. it's not that her acting is bad. It's just that it's kind of really, I don't know. It's just really ballroom dramatic. But I guess that's what it's going for. Like I think she's supposed to be channeling Crystal LaBeija. If y'all know who that is, y'all gotta do your ballroom history. But yeah, and like she had a flair. Crystal had a flair for the dramatics. So that's kind of what she's tapping into when she's doing her character. But I mean, I don't think it's Emmy worthy. But yet, her and Billy, they've been going back and forth. Billy and MJ, they've been going back and forth for these Emmy nominations, baby. Well, they should, because their acting is great. It's a big step up from season one. Because season one was a little choppy. You could tell they was new. But baby, season two, everybody stepped their pussy up. Everybody stepped their pussy up. Everybody was on their P's and Q's. Even Lil Poppy, when he played Lil Poppy, is he fine? He was tagging up a little heartstrings, but he usually does. Lil Poppy be on his shit. He be in his acting bag. I don't know where they found him, but they need to keep him. I needs to keep him. And I would like to see him in more shit too. Ooh. Y'all, my hair is still wet. Still wet. Mm. But yeah, some Emmy nominations, it was just be pissing me off. A lot of people got it. That I don't know if that didn't. A lot of people that did actually get nominated. I didn't watch half that shit that I seen on there that people were getting nominated for. I was like, what is this? I ain't never seen this. It's always some shit that somebody ain't never seen before that gets nominated. Cause I really don't be paying attention to TV like that though. I try though, cause I be on Hulu and Netflix. Cause I don't have Amazon Prime or nothing like that. Y'all got Amazon Prime? Cause like I said, I only got Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus. I got Disney Plus. I got that. I had to do that. Well, I don't technically have it. My friend got it, but yeah, I had to watch Beyonce on there. That Black is King was love. Mm. Ooh. Oh yay. Okay, five. Ooh. Yay! I'm getting my likes in. Come on, five people here. Well, technically four, because the other person's me on my TV. But yes, have y'all seen any Emmy worthy television on that y'all been watching? What shows y'all been watching? What y'all been paying attention to? What's been keeping y'all's attention? Cause I know they just came out with a whole bunch of shit that they're supposed to coming out with on Netflix. Cause that's one of my topics I was gonna be talking about is all the good shit that's coming to Netflix. Cause I'm excited as fuck. It's about time they secure the rights to all them black shows. Me, you only watch me on YouTube? Or how you don't like do streaming services? But thank you for tuning in each week because I appreciate it. I need people that tune in. Like today, I was late as fuck, but still was able to be tuned in. Hell, honestly, I didn't think anybody was gonna show up to the live today because I usually have my brother. My brother's usually here. He usually sends out the link to people, but he's not here today, and I can't really send my link out because I do my YouTube live from my phone. I tried to do it through my laptop once, but it's too choppy. The laptop is too old. So, girl, I can't even do that. So I was about to say shit. I'm just gonna come up on here. Hopefully somebody's online. Hopefully somebody watches. Hopefully somebody tunes into me. Most stuff I watch on YouTube is random stuff. So what kind of stuff do you subscribe? You just subscribe to like random shit? Cause I know I have like I follow a whole bunch of shit on YouTube. I follow like makeup channels. I follow a few black girls who do hair. I follow my trans vloggers. I follow them. Um yeah, that's about like all the shit that I follow. Like makeup artists, my trans vloggers, and I don't know. I did BuzzFeed for a while. I was subscribed to them and a couple of their channels, but then they kind of got a little corny for me, so I just stopped watching them altogether. I need to low key get onto some new shit. I need somebody to put me onto some new YouTube shit. So if y'all have any YouTube recommendations on who to follow and who y'all watching and tuning in to see, usually just type random stuff into the search bar. Beat. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, boo. Oh, that's how you found me. You just like typed in random shit. What would you type in? Because it's hard to find me. Like when it comes to my name, like Andre Mandavi, it's kind of hard to find that unless you just type into like black trans vloggers or trannies on YouTube. Unless that's what you was doing. How you doing, Chrissy? How you doing, girl? Bitch, it's hot over here. I need to turn my air on. You see you bitches over here feeding herself with a bill. A paid bill, but a bill nonetheless. I'm good with Bay. Aww. What's up, Bay? I said hello. And go ahead and click the thumbs up on the video. That'd be left. I don't really remember, and yet I'm still here. Well, baby, I'm glad you're still here, and I hope you're subscribed. That way you get my notifications anytime a bitch goes live. Because that's a lot of people like, oh, well, I didn't know you post lives. I didn't know you do this, this, and that. So it's just like, oh, well, shit. Well, if y'all subscribe, y'all will know each week when I do my lives. Y'all will get the notification Tuesdays at 10, baby. What'd you say? Mostly due to your sensual vocal cords. See, I've never heard. Well, I've heard from a few people that I have a decent voice, but I don't like watching. I don't like hearing myself played back through video. Like once I film these, I don't ever watch them. I don't know. It's always just super cringy to go back and watch my videos. I'm just like, mm. Like right now, I hate hearing myself talk, especially because the fact that a bitch ain't got no wine. Especially when I get drunk, I feel like once I get drunk, my voice gets really weird. Um. Oh, Chrissy, is your event on Friday or Saturday since you're here? I need to know. I know you sent me the flyer, girl, but is it Saturday or is it Friday? Because the bitch doesn't remember. Not at all. Z Kardashian. Hey, D Kardashian, whoever you are. Coming through with the hard eyes. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, we talked about our little Emmy nominations, bitch. That's all I had. I was hoping Shanice and Wayman would have had tuned in, girl, because they loves Pose, and they would have talked Pose with me. They would have talked Pose, because I feel like they would have came for Electra. I feel like they said that she deserved her Emmy nomination. Hey, sis, I love your hair. Thank you. Thank you. I like to try out new hair. I had some orange hair before for my birthday, maybe like 2 years ago, and it was real cute because I feel straight. But I want to try out something curly, something a little long and curly. But bitch, I need to reglue it because honestly, I just put the wig back on for my video. Because honestly, I was in here knocked out with my bonnet on. I was like, bitch, you need to go ahead and put your wig on. And honestly, I didn't put it high enough. You see, I got all this faux hair, girl. I need to. Let's readjust it. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. I was giving y'all too much faux head. Had to bring it down on the hairline, baby. Because I got a lot of faux head, y'all. And don't nothing bring out my forehead more than some fucking box braids. But thing is, I love a good box braid. I do. I love me some box braids. But baby, they give me a Tyra Banks 5 head. They really do. Especially when you first get some box braids. And you know you can't do your baby hairs just yet. So ain't nothing but straight up forehead. And it's pulled back a little bit. And your eyebrows are all the way up here. Them first 2 weeks be hell. I really hate them first 2 weeks of box braids, baby. But yes, thank you for commenting on my hair. Oh, we'll see. I got some nines peoples here. Hi, nine people. Whoever just came in, if you could like the video, that'd be love. Put thumbs up it. But yeah, so okay, we was on my Emmy sheet, but have y'all seen all the black shit that's coming to Netflix? So, yes. You know how long I waited for these shows to be put on some sort of streaming service? Cause bitch, I heard they're putting on. Cause I know Moesha's on right now. They have Moesha on here. I've been watching Moesha. I'm already on season 2 of Moesha. So they got Moesha going. They're gonna put on the Parkers. I think Sister Sister, half and half, and half and half as much. And I ain't seen half and half in forever. Half and half, one on one. Mm-mm-mm. And you can do it all by yourself. Mm. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay. But yeah, they got that coming. The game season 1 through 3. But I watched the game on Hulu. Like I watched the game. The whole 8 seasons of the game. You know when they made it real dramatic. I love some half and half. LOL. You're so funny. I love your personality. Thank you, girl. I know people come for the personality. Because I ain't seen half and half in years. I've not seen half and half in years. I tried to watch it when it was on YouTube. They have a few episodes of it on YouTube. The thing is, it's like bad quality. So half and half is just like, And I love the theme song to half and half. I'm more than journey of discovery. Like I just miss the black theme songs too, because the theme songs were black as fuck. They was good as fuck. It's just like, what a time to be alive. And I finna be bliggity biggity black on this bitch. Okay? Because I've been trying to watch Sister Sister for forever too. I thought they were gonna put it on Disney Plus, but they never put Sister Sister on Disney Plus. And I thought that was Disney, but I guess it wasn't Disney. I guess it originally aired on another network, and then they just like secured the rights for like reruns and stuff on Disney Channel. That's how it got put on there. But thing is, they put Smart Guy on Disney Channel, so I figured half and half would be on there too. I mean half and half, but Sister Sister, cause T and Tamara they was on Smart Guy for like an episode or two or something like that. So I figured they would have had that secured on Disney Plus, but I guess not. So which one of the shows are you like? Are you guys looking forward to seeing the most? I know I'm looking forward to seeing Sister Sister one on one and half. Oh, the Parkers, the Parkers too. Cause bitch, Miss Monique. Okay, I hope she's gonna be making some money from the Parker streaming on fucking Netflix, especially after they've been going back and forth with Monique because of that whole case that I talked about maybe like a week or two ago. So hopefully, like when they put her shit on Netflix, she gets some sort of coin from them. She needs some coin. She really do. Give my queen her coin. Give Miss Monique. Give Miss Nikki Parker her coin. Give Nikki Parker her coins, cause she deserves. Uh, I'm almost out of wine, y'all. I know I'm so sad. I didn't buy another bottle. I didn't buy a bottle at all. I've had this bottle sitting in my refrigerator for a few weeks, and it was like half, a third of the bottle. So it's like, damn, I got weed. See, I don't even smoke like that, so I just want to. And plus, if I would have smoked and came on live, y'all, I would have been here toasted. I would have known what to talk about. I would have been zooted. Me and smoking really just don't work well together. We really don't. I like I do it to go to sleep, but I can't do it to just like be up and chilling and talking to people. But yes, I also been seeing Moesha. Moesha's been getting dragged on Twitter because like now that all these old shows are coming back, you can kind of look back at all the problematic shit that like that was in the culture in the early '90s and 2000 shows. Like in the Parkers, they were fat, not Parkers, but Moesha, they was always fat shaming Kim. Kim, they was always talking about her weight. Literally every episode, there's a fat joke. It's like, damn. So, Sister Sister was good to watch. Moesha, I didn't like the character. She seemed uppity. Moesha wasn't. And she was a bad friend. She was a bad friend to Kim. She was always talking about Kim's weight. Everybody was always making jokes about Kim's weight. But like Moesha, I didn't care for her. She was so spoiled. She didn't really give the respect to her stepmom as she should have. Like, watching it now, it's funny as fuck though. Like Moesha is hilarious. I love the show. But watching it, I'm like, you are such a little brat. Moesha. Yeah, Moesha was just a bitch. I would call her a bitch, but like, she was just a really spoiled teenager. But honestly, her parents, they would always try to treat her like a kid though. Cause I mean, that she always had straight A's on the show. She didn't really get into no trouble. She wasn't out having sex. She wasn't doing drugs. She wasn't drinking. Yeah, they was so strict on her for no reason. But I live for it. I live for Moesha. I'm on season 2 now. Speaking of Moesha, have you heard Brandy's new music? I did get into her new album B7. She just came out with an album B7. I listened to some of it. I haven't listened to all of it, but from what I did listen to, I really liked her album. So far, it's cute and I fuck with it. I need to download it because I love me some Brandy. I've been loving Brandy ever since Roger and Hammerstein Cinderella. Okay, in my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. Okay, what y'all know about the Roger and Hammerstein Cinderella? Which also isn't on Disney Plus, which is weird. But girl, I got that on DVD. So. But yes, I like her new album. Her new album was cute. Speaking of, what is y'all favorite Brandy song? Do y'all like Brandy? Girl, you got pipes. No. Y'all tried that. Y'all tried that. I ain't got no pipes. No pipes whatsoever. But a bitch was in show choir. In high school, I was. It's somewhere on YouTube, but I just never got no solo. But yes, I live for Brandy. I live for the vocal Bible. I live for her. What's your favorite Brandy song? For those who do actually like Brandy, because I know they had double. They put double platinum on Netflix, and I love me some double platinum. The movie with her and Diana Ross. That had I forget what two songs they had on there. That was one of Brandy's popular songs. Almost doesn't count. If y'all remember, cause almost doesn't count. Yes, almost doesn't count as my shit. Mm. That and have you ever loved somebody so much that makes you cry? Like what y'all know about that? Anytime I hear that song, it makes me shed a little tear. It just gets me emotional. Have you ever? And almost doesn't count was my shit. Ugh, Brandy is it. Brandy has gave me all my childhood bops. Sitting up in my room, sitting up in my room. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, sitting in my room, almost doesn't count. Have you ever? I'm gonna put it down. You can fall in love. I'm gonna put it down. Down. You can fall in love. If you put it down right, looking real, want it. But long distance, right here, full moon. And what about all of the things that you say? What about all of the bitch Brandy? Y'all not touching Brandy. Y'all not touching Brandy. I have so many favorite songs from Brandy. I love her music and I loved all her songs. Girl, same. And people really be sleep on Brandy. I don't know why, but people stay sleep on Brandy. Brandy will always be one of my favorite singers. It just her voice is timeless. It's just that, and right now that she's older too, so she has that raspy, deep voice that people can really get into. Like it's so soulful. Like Whitney knew she was doing by picking Brandy. She knew what she was doing. She really knew. Y'all, how did we get on the whole conversation about Brandy? That's what I want to know. Cause I live for some Brandy though. But yes, I'm ready for all these shows to come back. Cause I'm tired. I can't find nothing to watch on Netflix. I can never find nothing to watch. I'm always skipping through Netflix. Like, what is there to watch? So that's why I'm glad they put Moesha on there with their problematic ass. Their problematic, and I forgot how fine '90s men were. Cause baby, when Q popped up on Moesha, oh, he had that thug New York thing going on. He was always calling her shorty, and that's I love a good accent too. Cause they fine. Must be music I didn't grow up with. How old are you, Hydra? How old are you? Cause everybody grew up with Brandy. I don't know where you at. Are you black? Are you black, Hydra? Cause every black person knows Brandy. If you don't know Brandy, then I don't know what happened to you. It makes sense if you was white. I'm '90s baby, 1991. Hey, come on, 91. I'm 94. Okay, I was born in '94. Bitch is 25. So you know, girl. So you grew up. You grew up with all the good shit. So you grew up with all the one on one and the Parkers and all that shit. I'd recommend White Collar on Hulu. Okay, I'll check out White Collar. I will check that out. I need some new shit. Girl, I can relate. And I just live for the fashions too. I live for the '90s fashions and the hairstyles. It's just like it's such a nostalgic time to look back and see like all the urban hip hop shit that was going on back then, from theme songs to the way everybody dressed, to the bamboo earrings and the slick hair, and then all the braids, and then even the music that was being played, like in the behind the scenes music and shit like that, or like during the shows, like when they would go off to concerts and they would go see MC Light and Jodeci and Jagged Edge and Drew Hill and all that shit. It's like, damn, we really had it made back then, y'all. We really had it made. So, I'm Hispanic. If you was Hispanic, then you probably didn't grow up with Brandy. That makes sense. Music was way better than today. Hell yeah. I All my shit on my playlist is early 2000s and '90s music. It really is. There's very few songs that I play now. Like, of course, Brandy, because I love Brandy, so I downloaded her new album. But like, I like music that's like R&B. I like singing. I like heartfelt. I like ballads. I like duets. I like that type of music. And of course, I like my ratchet shit. Shake some ass, pass some pussy, make your band. Like, I like that ratchet shit too. But I like because I like to sing. Like when I get drunk or I get high or something like that, and I turn on my little speaker. Girl, I'm over here singing "Nobody's Supposed to Be Here." I'm over here singing to some Escape. Who can I run to fill this empty space for your love? Like I'm singing all that shit, and I'm singing all parts of My First Love with Avon and Kiki Wyatt. I'm singing all the parts of every song. That be me. That really be me. But yes, I'm glad. Hopefully, I feel like that now that all these black shows are coming to Netflix, that it hopefully kicks off some innovation onto like some writers. So hopefully some writers can write new content instead of just giving us reboots of everything we've already seen before. So hopefully it can show us like oh well black TV shows can actually make a comeback. Then hopefully the writers can get into the room and start writing more black content. Because like we don't have that. They don't have that many black shows today. Like I think the only black shows they have today are Blackish and Grownish. I think Black Lightning too. Yeah, those are like the only three black shows that I know that are technically on television right now. They don't really have a lot. Or if they do them, they're super corny. Like House of Pain. And I love Tyler Perry. But some of his shit just be, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I hope some shit comes out of this. I hope that we can actually get some good black content coming up out of this shit. Now that they can see that black shows make hits, shows how much we love our black television and our black women actors and our black actresses and actors and the men's and all that stuff. Cause I'm tired of them rebooting every fucking thing. Write a new script. LOL, you know how many times they play Martin in the Wayans Brothers? Okay, they stay that and they'll put on Baby Boy every day on BET. Okay, come on, Ariel. Thank you, thank you. Black Lightning was okay. I haven't seen season two though. I'm on season two of Black Lightning now. I loved season one of Black Lightning. I need to work on season two. Or maybe like on the third episode of season two. I was watching it and then I hold on. Ooh, child. And then like for some reason I just stopped. So I need to go back and watch season two of Black Lightning. I really do. But yes, they need to start putting on some more shit. Come on, mommy water. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Because I can't even think of like any good black television show that's on television, and I need them to come with that. What is that? Sorry, y'all. There's a big ass noise outside of my window, and I don't know what was going on. Cause the bitch ain't got time. A bitch does not have time at all. But yeah, I really want some shit with some black witches. That's what I really want. I want something that's kind of like Marie Laveau via American Horror Story, Very much that with some voodoo hoodoo shit or some black vampires, some black witches. Like I love supernatural shit, and there is a market for shit like that. Like there are some black nerds out here, black people that love supernatural shit, and we don't have any of that representation. Come on, give me that. Come on, Salt Pepper's giving it today. You are funny. Is it true that you was on Jerry Springer one day? If so, how was the experience? Woo! I was on Jerry Springer. I was on Jerry Springer my freshman year of college. It was like second semester of freshman year when a bitch was going broke. Okay, bitch was going broke, and it was a weird experience. I didn't. I mean, it was an experience. Like I wish I never would have done it. Cause like looking back at it, it's so cringy to look back when I'm just like, ugh, like oh no, girl, you should have never did that. And it's like bad representation because all Jerry Springer does is exploit black trans women. That's all they fucking do is exploit black trans women for ratings and literally hire black trans women to come on the TV shows, act a fool, and get beat up by men. Like looking back on them, like oh no, girl, why the fuck did you do that? I mean, it was for a cute coin. Because back then a bitch was broke. It was better than sex work, so I went out there and I did it. Yes, beach waves, get into it. Supernatural TV shows. Yes, Hydra, I need supernatural TV shows. What kind of supernatural stuff do you like? Um, I like witches. Like when they did the season of Coven on American Horror Story. That's why I loved Coven. Coven's my favorite season of American Horror Story because they did with witches. Because my favorite TV show of all time is Charmed. I live for Charmed. I didn't watch the new one. But yeah, my favorite TV show of all time is Charmed. So I love shit with witches. Not really so much vampires and werewolves and shit like that. But I just like witchcraft and voodoo, hoodoo type of bullshit. I like shows that deal with that or that have like superpowers, like The Gifted. The Gifted was really good. Gifted was love. Washed up. That's some Titanic hair. Okay, I got my rose hair on. This is my rose wig. This is my check. I would watch that show faithfully. Girl, same here. Same here. Do you watch 90 Day Fiance? I have never seen 90 Day Fiance, but I've seen the memes from 90 Day Fiance. I've seen the memes from it, but I've never actually watched it. I heard it's pretty funny though. What's wrong with what was the one with the Maori sisters? Oh, are you talking about Twitches? Go Twitches! Go Twitches! Yes, Twitches! That's on Disney Plus too. Twitches 1 and 2. What's your Instagram, sis? My Instagram name is the same name as my YouTube. So it's Andrea Mandavi. So yeah, look me up on Instagram, Andrea Mandavi. But yes, y'all, conjure me with the supernatural shows. I will live for some supernatural shit. Because I lives for it, y'all. I remember when I was younger and I used to watch Charmed all the time. I would go on the website and they used to have like a virtual book of shadows, which is kind of like the spell book that they did their shit on. So I used to print out spells and try to recite them and hope things would happen. My ass was dabbling in the witchcraft back then without knowing. Oh yeah, it was a mess. That's when I first wanted ramen noodle hair. After seeing Twitches, not ramen noodle hair. You are a mess. You are a mess, salt and pepper. Talk about. Bitch, I live for some Twitches, y'all. They did that. Phoebe was my favorite one, however you spell her name. Yep, Phoebe finally gave me a reason to make an Instagram account. Yes, Phoebe was my favorite one too. Phoebe was the one with all the body and the titties and everything. I love Phoebe. I memorized many of those charm spells. I do too. I remember the one that was like when they used to make shit disappear. With the object of objection, we come but a dream. As I cause this scene to be unseen. I used to live for them little spells. print them out, and I would go ahead and do them, hoping some shit would disappear, and shit never happened. Not Twitches too though. Yes, I live for Twitches too. I live for Twitches too. I miss Charm. They need a reboot. They have Charm. They have a They rebooted Charm, but it's just not with the same girls. If you go to Netflix, they have two seasons of the new Charmed on there. But I just never watched it because it looked too corny for me. I didn't care for it. Wasn't their dad white and mom black? I was like, yes, swirl. Yep, the Twitches they had, because they're mixed in real life. So the fact that they had mixed parents on the in the movie was love too. It's like, come on, down with the swirl witches. That's what I'm talking about. How bad is the COVID virus in your state? Or is it getting better here in Florida? It's crazy. Oh, I bet Florida's like going up. Motherfuckers going to beaches and shit like that. But over here, cause I live in Indiana, um, it's trash over here. Like, I mean, shit's open, so I don't think it's too bad. But like now they have regulated to where like you have to wear a mask whenever you're going into a place. So they definitely made that happen. So you always got to go and bring a mask in. But like I said, I wish they would lock shit back up so shit would stop spreading. Y'all, I think I had the Rona not that long ago. That's why a bitch didn't make no live last week because the bitch was sick. I ain't got time. I don't have time. Like, why are the kids going to school? Thank you, Josh. Why are the kids going to school? That don't make no fucking sense. And I heard like there's been some cases to where like the first day and bitch teachers done got the Rona and been tested positive. Kids have been tested positive. It's like this is what was gonna happen. Like y'all shouldn't open shit back up. Yet y'all open everything back up so everybody can get back infected and so our numbers can rise. But of course, you know our government don't give a fuck about our well being. They really don't. Yeah, I'm really trying to savor this little bit of wine. I really am. I'm trying to make this shit last because this is all the wine a bitch got left. But yes, I lived for Charmed. I had lived for Charmed, y'all. And I got all 8 seasons of Charmed on box set DVD. We did all that before it got worse than it is now. And see, that's where Indiana fucked up. Of course, in Indiana, we had everything locked down for a while. But once they started opening shit back up, it's like people. I see people walking around with no mask on, coming into places with no mask. Don't see people washing their hands. I don't see people doing social distancing. They even opened up bars here in Indiana, like actual like bars where you don't have to have a mask on. Like it's like a night bar nightclub, and like the only people that have on masks are the people serving alcohol. It's like when the people come in, there's really no point. And the servers wearing masks. It's literally you have all these people coming in, and nobody has masks on. There's really no point. No point. They needed to shut everything back down, but they're not gonna do that. They're not. Ooh, child. Sorry, I keep burping. I just got done eating. I had me a good old honey garlic pork chop and a good salad. I had made honey garlic pork chops maybe like 2 days ago, and I had made three. So I made one for me and one for my friend, and I had a third one that I just kind of saved, and I forgot it was in there. I was like, oh, bitch, you still got that honey garlic pork chop. Bitch, didn't have to cook or nothing. That's why I left some good leftovers, y'all. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to listen to what I'm saying on the TV too, cause I can't really tell if like, cause sometimes when I'm on here you can hear me, but then other times that you can't. So yeah. Oh, so for my other topic that I was gonna talk about, I forget what her name is. I wish I would have came with a name. Her name is Angela something shit. I forget. But she's this politician that's in Georgia. I think she's a Republican. She's kind of like a Candace Owens, but for Georgia. And I see her. She had found this trans man on what's it called? I got to get to sleep, girl. Be safe. Stay up. Bye, Josh. Get some sleep, baby. Thanks for coming to the show. But yeah, so I forget what her name is. Her name is Angela something, but she's a politician in Georgia. She had found what's his name? His name is Kai. Kai or Key. I don't know if y'all follow him. He's on YouTube. He's a trans man who like had a baby. And it was a few years ago. He went viral. He was like this black trans man. He dates. He has a gay partner. So he's a trans man and he dates a gay man. And he basically carried the baby for them. So they ended up getting married and shit like that. He ended up getting pregnant. And he documented all of the birth and the pregnancy and shit like that. And so he caught a lot of hell back in the day for that. But now he's gotten a new partner. He's with a new man and he's carrying a new baby. So he's pregnant again. I don't know if he had the baby already, but I think he's still pregnant. But yeah, he's still pregnant. And this politician in Georgia, she's been posting his videos everywhere and his pictures and basically demonizing this man, talking about, this isn't what this world is supposed to come to, blah, 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 blah. This is not reproductive rights. We have men walking around, we got women walking around pretending to be men and carrying kids, and this is the world we're raising our children into and shit like that. I was like, well, damn. What the fuck is really going on? Like, as a politician, I don't feel like you should be able to say shit like that. Especially having a whole backing. And, like, she's posting this, like, on her Instagram page. Like, so everybody can comment. She's posting pictures of the guy. Like, people are, like, commenting on it, going to his stuff, attacking this man. It's like, why would you do this for somebody who's as a woman who's, like, for reproductive rights and shit like that? Why would you bring all this, like, harm on somebody who's carrying a child? Like, you should know, like, how this can upset somebody. And so Kai, I really think his name is Kai. I'm not sure, but I think it's Kai. He got on his Instagram and was talking about everything and how much stress it's caused him. And basically, like, he feels like now that everything that a political figure has spread stuff out there, that, he's not going to be able to find work outside of activism, and that, he can't really go places like he's used to going because a lot of people recognize him because of the fucking governor person who's been saying all the shit about him and posting his videos and posting his pictures with all this harmful shit so people can attack him. It's like, as somebody who's, hold on, what'd you say? Why don't they understand separation of church and state? Exactly. Exactly. It's like, let people do what the fuck they want to do. Regardless, you shouldn't have a right to go and start posting about somebody on your page so people can go and attack them, especially with somebody with a large following. That's why Lizzo got chewed up a long time ago when she suck her people when she posted about that Postmates lady and not getting her food, so everybody would attack the Postmates lady. That's what happens when you have a following and you post people you don't need to be posting. You're posting regular people who have everyday lives. They're not politicians. Like, if it was a politician, girl, do what you want to do. But these are regular people's lives. You don't know what employer is going to see this. You don't know what crazy person out there that's going to see this and be like, oh, yeah, these people don't deserve to have kids. These people don't deserve rights. These people don't deserve to be having, they're freaks and shit like that. Because people are mentally sick and they'll take that shit and they're going to run with it. So you may not be doing anything about it. But, like, there's crazy people out there that probably follow you that are just as extreme that probably can't harm this man. They do understand it. They just don't seem to give a crap. They really don't. And you would think as a politician you would know better than to put some shit out there to a regular pedestrian person. It's like, what the fuck? And I think Kai is suing her, which I think he has every right to sue her. Because I know he's been documenting the shit. But that's because he's been documenting his own stuff. Like, once the politician posts or somebody that has, like, more of a following and a higher stance in power, you're going to attract a lot more people. A lot more people that can harm, especially if you're talking about it in a negative way to begin with. It's like, see, look, you said trans people. Ugh, it's so annoying. So I hope he sues her and wins, because he is in the process of suing her. I think he put up a GoFundMe or something like that to help get some legal representation up to sue her ass, because she deserves to be sued. Don't see that anywhere for that lady. And she's black at that. She's black, and Kai is a black trans man. So it's like, and you, in the midst of all this shit, as a black woman, why would you attack this black man? Like, girl. And people will turn around and vote for her again, thinking God is making them vote for her. Thinking God is making them vote for her. Okay? Because she's trying to rum up all the Christian people. Be like, hey, look at this over here. I don't agree with this shit right here. I need all my Christian trolls to go ahead and start attacking this man, and y'all need to vote for me because I don't think this stuff is right either. Like, okay, girl, you may not think it's right, but that doesn't give you the right to take somebody's pictures and somebody's story and talk shit about them and post them in a public forum, especially Instagram. We know there's a hell of crazy people on Instagram. Okay, so yeah, transphobic politicians, y'all, watch out for them, cause that shit is crazy. I was so pissed when I heard that, cause I had followed Kyle on YouTube for a while. When he had his first kid, I followed him and he went viral. I'm doing too much. Oh no, you're not doing too much. You're doing just enough. Never say it, you're doing too much. Maybe people just aren't doing enough, girl. Maybe people just ain't doing enough. Okay. Well, my wine is gone. Ugh, I'm pissed. My wine is gone, y'all. But yeah, I didn't think these topics would go by so quick. So yeah, we talked about the post shit and them not being nominated for a second season. We talked about that. I mean, not nominated for a second season. About this the girls not being nominated. But oh, back to that. I seen people reading Billy Porter on Twitter. I guess people had found his what's it called, his speech from last year, because it's when he was accepting his speech for his Emmy from last year. A reporter asked him something like, "Well, now that you won, do you feel like that the girls of the postcast were snubbed?" So like that reporter was being messy as fuck to begin with to ask Billy that to begin with. This is like Billy's up here accepting his award for his achievement that he has. I think his response was something like, "Well, this is my time to shine." I mean, I put in the work to be here. I put in the work to, be here and be recognized for my work on post. I've been in this game for a while. Hopefully next year they will be recognized for the work that they've done because I feel like they deserve it. And that's what basically Billy Porter said. So everybody was dragging Billy Porter because they thought he was talking about Pose for this year. Because they were saying something to the effect of, um, why would he go up there and say the fact that they have to wait their turn, that they should wait in line, that they should pay their dues in the industry before they get recognized for, Pose and shit like that. But that's not even what the fuck he was saying. He was just saying, hey, this is my time to shine. And I know that we're in the room now. We got the show out there now. Y'all see that we have trans women that can act. You see that we can tell stories. We can hire trans women to play trans women. So hopefully y'all see that now and recognize it. So next year, when the next time it comes around, y'all can recognize them for their work and you can nominate them. But people never listen. You look like Portia Williams. Oh, I live for Portia. Portia is so pretty. I live for Portia. Face like Portia. Attitude like Kenya. Okay. Bitch, I'll probably really look like Portia when I get this nose job. Okay, because the bitch is saving up. Because I don't know how to contour my nose, so girl, I'm just going ahead and get it fixed. Because bitch, I ain't got time. But yeah. Do you think Phaedra should come back? Now, see, look, I don't even really follow at the Atlanta Housewives like that. But from what I do see in the few episodes that I've seen, I live for Phaedra. I like her messy ass. I like Phaedra. I feel like she should come back. Plus, it's gonna bring a lot more drama. But again, it's like, how long do you expect Phaedra to be on here? And body like Mel B. Ooh, I live for some Melanie B. I live for Mel B. Scary Spice. Her body is sickening. Mel B has one of the most sickening bodies out there. She's fit as fuck, but she has like a whole six pack, and I think she's like almost 50, or if not 50 already. Amazon body, yes. She really do. I wish I had my body though, cause my body's not where I want it to be. Especially during this whole running pandemic shit. Y'all, I done gained so much weight. I have. Ain't nothing but good down here, baby. I need to start working out. Cause shit, I'm getting charged for my Planet Fitness membership. Ain't been to the gym yet. Ain't been to the gym. I ain't been to the gym in about 2 years, and I still paying for that membership. It's so sad, y'all. I need to get my shit together. I know. I need to go ahead and cancel it, or go ahead and start using it. Sometimes, I'm okay. Now, I'll probably only stay on here for an hour, and yet you got a better body than her. Oh no, I wouldn't say all that, but thank you. I do have a cute little body. Like, I wish I had more hips though. I wish I had some hips. I got on my Spanx right now. These are my little athletic shorts that I be having on. Cause I had on pants earlier today, but bitch, when I get in the house, I be taking pants off. As soon as I get in the house, I take off my pants and I take off my bra. First thing I do. And plus, when y'all are seeing me, y'all can only see from here up. So y'all can't see everything else that's going on. So, y'all, this wig keeps sliding back and I don't like it. It's giving me too much faux head. It's giving me way too much faux head and my part is crooked. It's because I didn't re-glue it down. That's probably why. I did not re-glue this hair back down. I'm going to adjust her real quick. There we go, y'all. There we go. So what other topics y'all want to talk about? I done ran through my shit. We done talked about Pose. We done talked about Billy Porter. We done talked about Mo to the E to the Mo. And the Parkers and all the good black Netflix shows that is coming. Oh, still so excited. Talked about trans politicians. So what y'all want to get into next? Because I ain't going to be on here long tonight. Okay, tonight's a slow night. Ellen go. Dusty, like, I didn't even get into the Ellen T. I didn't even get into the Ellen T. I've been hearing about Ellen, and I'm hearing that her show is supposed to be getting canceled because of all her shit that's going on with something. I forget what it is. Does it have to do with that whole list in Hollywood? That shit? Does it have to do with that? Or and the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing? Does it have to do with that? Is that what Ellen's on here for? Because I know she's not coming back and she's for her TV show. I think she's under investigation for some bullshit. So I'm like, ooh, Ellen. And it's, I've always loved me some Ellen, but I've also seen Ellen has been shady. I also side-eyed Ellen back in the day. Well, not back in the day, but back a few, maybe a year or so ago, when she had Kevin Hart on her show. After Kevin Hart said all that homophobic bullshit, and then she went on there and she was accepting the apology for gay and trans people. It's like, girl, it's not your right to forgive him for us. Like, no, bitch, you can't do that. And she gave him a whole platform to speak on and shit like that. But yeah, whatever Ellen got her bullshit into now, girl, I need to read up on it because I ain't getting to it. If somebody wants to go ahead and say what the real tea behind the Ellen shit is, let me know in the section. I want to hear what happened. Throw some shade at J.K. Rowling. Bitch, her transphobic ass. I can't with her. I can't with her mildew faced asshole. I can't with that bitch. That's why I never watched Harry Potter stuff. The bitch never got none of my coins. I didn't read the books and I didn't watch the movies. So I could give a fuck less about J.K. Rowling with her turf ass. That's why Beyonce don't go on Ellen anymore. Okay? Well, hell, Beyonce don't go nowhere no more. She said, if y'all want to interview with me, I will set it up in the comfort of my own home, and I will give you what I want to give you. Okay? I will give you what I want to give you. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't ask me shit about Blue. Don't ask me shit about my man cheating on me. Stick strictly to the music, and Black is King. Because Baby Black is King was love. I hope y'all went on there and watched Black is King on Disney Plus. Cause I listened to the album before the whole Black is King thing came out. I loved the album. People really slept on the gift. It's that album that she had made for the Lion King. I really got into the gift. I like that. because it's inspired by, like, all the African stuff. She worked with African artists, and she actually showcased the African artists in the Black is King movie, which was great. I love that. Gave them their shine. Did any of the rest of y'all watch Black is King? Cause I live for Black is King. The way she was in the back seat popping her chest. Yes. Okay. Okay. Be giving it. She is to me the Michael Jackson of this era. She has solidified herself, y'all. She has solidified herself as like a Michael Jackson esque person of this era. Because no one's doing it like Beyonce. No one is. No one is doing it like her. We're not giving the nobody's giving the visuals like Beyonce's giving. Y'all aren't giving the vocals live at that. No one's giving the entertainment, the dancing, and the singing at the same fucking time. All that girl can't do is act. Other than acting, girl, she was securing her bag. She was securing her bag. Because she writes and produces and directs and all that shit. So that's how Let Me Some be. Y'all need to get into Black is King. Go ahead and watch that. It's on Disney Plus. Woo. It's okay. Oh, I'm only in an hour. I can't. I made it an hour with y'all. I cannot believe I made it an hour. This ain't gonna be one of them 2 hour nights though. It's not. Cause the bitch ain't got no wine. The wine keeps me going. And plus, I'm supposed to come with some more topics. But yeah, God, the wine keeps me going. I ain't got no more wine. Anything else y'all want to discuss before a bitch gets off of here? Anything y'all looking forward to seeing? Any new music y'all been listening to? Cause y'all, like I said, I knocked out my 3 topics for the week. Oh, by the way, I'm posting a video later on this week. Posting. I was supposed to post a video last week, but I filmed the video. I just didn't actually edit it. I filmed it, but I didn't edit it. So it's cute. It's dealing with the whole. I had seen some memes on Twitter, and it's like basically, I don't know if y'all seen this, like the movie villain versus the actual villain, like the antagonist that's in the movies versus like somebody that's equally trash in the movies. Like, oh, you know what? I can kind of see why they asked. So yeah, I do some shit like that. It's cute. I do about like 6, 7 of them. But what do y'all like to hear on my channel? For those who actually follow my channel. Ooh, I can't stand her. Who are you talking about, Ellen or Beyonce? Who can't you stand? I know you cannot stand Beyonce. Get out of my chat room with that slander. We don't do Beyonce slander up in here. We don't do. I'm just rewatching the Beyonce video. I can't stand her. What Beyonce video? Why can't you stand Beyonce? Bitch, is there a valid reason why you can't stand Beyonce? Oh, it's so good. Okay. Okay, good. We good now, y'all. We good. So we had a Beyonce hater in our midst. But it's funny because like in the Black is King thing, she's doing a lot of she's paying a lot of homage to like African stuff, like a whole bunch of African tribes stuff, like with the paint and like the ornaments and the garb and like the hat dresses and shit like that. And all the Facebook aunties and uncles are coming for her talking about you guys need to watch what Beyonce's doing. She's a witch. She's over here doing all this demonic stuff and shit like that. She's in all this paint. She's looking like the Baphomet. She's doing all this, and that. She's not being a Christian, y'all. Blah, 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 blah. Doing all this shit through their white supremacist anti-black lens. Okay? Because, like, I don't know. It's like a whole bunch of people don't get, like, it seems like they're always trying to demonize black shit. Like, especially African shit that they don't understand, like African spirituality and African practices, African, the garb and the paints and shit like that. They always try to demonize shit like that. That's some white people shit. That's some colonial shit. Cause we all know back in the day. I mean, that's this type of shit that we used to do. We used to go around. We used to have um the Orishas and the practice in Yoruba and Ifa and all the type of bullshit like that. And when the white people came over and snatched our ass, they seen that shit as demonic and they said they demonized it and shit like that. So that's why people now see African spirituality like that as demonic and not Christian. It's like, y'all, these are people's cultures and people practices. If you don't understand it, you don't understand it. But it's anti-black to fucking demonize it. Where would you travel to if you could? Um, I would love to go to Chile. I would love to go to Chile. It looks so beautiful there, and they have really great wine. They have really great wine. They have like wine vineyards and shit like that there. And I heard it's really beautiful. It's like an hour and a half north. You can be like up in the mountains, and then like an hour and a half south, you can go ahead and be on the beach. So I would love to go to Chile. Appropriating our culture. Okay. Why does a celebrity have to be Christian? Exactly. Like, why can't a celebrity embrace their blackness and like their black spirituality? So I don't get that shit. It's like everybody has to be Christian. It's like there are fucking people who aren't Christians. We got Buddhists. We got Hindus. We got all the shit. Not everybody is fucking Christian. I probably should say fucking and Christian in the same words. But people just try to get. I feel like people give Christians a bad name with that because they're always trying to shove shit down people's throat, and they're always trying to demonize some shit that they don't understand. It's like, what the fuck did y'all think that people were doing before we were indoctrinated with the white man's Christianity? And I know that there was Christianity back in Africa, in the African countries, but I mean, the Christianity back in the African countries versus the Christianity that the white people told us about is not the same Christianity. That's a whole nother white people shit. That's some other mess, y'all. Not everybody's a Christian. And the sooner people realize that not everybody like believes in what you believe in, and not everybody's gonna follow what you follow. There are people out here who believe in talking to their ancestors instead of praying to God. Some people have communication shit with their ancestors and do root work and shit like that, and that's fine. And that should be okay, and it shouldn't be demonized. And that's what a lot of people are seeing through the Black is King stuff that Beyonce put out. Like when she did what's the word? When she did the hold up, they don't love me like I love you. So down, they don't love me like I love you. She dressed up in that yellow. She was Oshun. Oshun is an African deity, a deity. But motherfuckers didn't know that. The black lady that's in the yellow, like she dressed up as her in the hold up video. The Crusaders, the Christopher Columbus crap, poured in the States and Latin America. Okay, because the Christians was walking around killing everybody if you didn't convert to Christianity. That doesn't sound very Christian like, no, does it? No. Just because she's looking into the camera fiercely means she's a witch. She's a performer, she's acting. Okay? But people have been saying that about Beyonce for a while, that like cause she does the whole like sage thing. She's like Beyonce is very much like Erica Badu. Like she gets into her ancestral shit. I feel like she uses sage. She prays to her ancestors. I feel like she got an altar somewhere. Summer Walker, she practices that type of stuff too. Favorite song Beyonce is Hold Up. I do live for Hold Up. Hold Up or Lemonade was love. I don't even think I have a favorite Beyonce song. I can probably have a favorite song from each album, but like a favorite song is, I don't have just like a favorite Beyonce song. Period. I have favorite songs from each album. I can't just pick one. Her Mama's Creole. Okay, Her Mama's Creole. Okay, that Louisiana. Okay, my mama from Louisiana. Okay, Louisiana and Texas, baby. She is, so she probably know about that shit. She probably knows all about that shit. That Creole mess, all that stuff down there in New Orleans. Girl, she knows about all that. She knows all about that tea. Why wouldn't she be influenced by her mom? Facts, facts. But I don't know if her mama practices that type of shit. But I'm pretty sure like she has family in Louisiana, and she's been down there and seen everything that happens and goes down in Louisiana. Like the voodoo hoodoo ladies, yes. Very much Eve's Bayou. If y'all ever seen Eve's Bayou, I love that movie. I bet she comes from a long line of fling Florida water on your property. Aho. Okay. I know Beyonce be getting into all that. I bet she do. Baby, that ancestry is strong. That ancestry is strong in that lineage, baby. It really is. Hell yeah. Gotta watch Eve's Bayou again. Oh, I haven't seen Eve's Bayou in a while. I actually have it on DVD. I watched it when I first bought it a few years ago, but I haven't watched it since then. I need to rewatch it. But I love Eve's Bayou because I love Lynn Whitfield, Journey Smollett's in that, and they have the one lady I can never think of her name. She's the one who played the aunt who like could see visions and stuff like that. She played in a lot of stuff. What did she play in? I think she was actually the seer on Charmed. I think that was the same lady who was the seer on Charmed. Debbie Morgan. Yes, Debbie Morgan. Debbie Morgan. She was the seer on Charmed. And used to do visions and shit like that. I lives for Debbie Morgan. She always is in some good shit. Minstrel bun in your omelet. Girl. All that shit. Salt and Pepper, where you from? Where are you from, baby? Because you know all about this shit. You know all about this tea. Where are you from? I'm a mess. Georgia. Oh, okay. So you already from down south, baby. So yeah, you know all the tea that goes on down there. I really want to go back to Georgia. I haven't been to Georgia in a while. I went to Atlanta once, but I didn't really get to do nothing. I was down there with a friend for something, but I actually want to go down to Georgia and visit because I wanted to move down to Georgia, but like I didn't want to move down there and like if I'd never actually seen what's going on down there, you know. Like I want to experience to go down there for like a week, see what's going on, see what they have to offer, see the neighborhoods, eat down there, eat some good southern food. Yeah, that I want to visit there, and I want to go to Texas too. I want to visit Texas. Sorry, my contract is fucking up right now. Yeah, I want to visit Georgia, and I want to visit Texas, Arizona too, and then I want to go to Cali because I've never been to California. Because I'm trying to move up out of Indiana, y'all. I hate Indiana. I want to go somewhere else. I need to be somewhere cool. I want to be somewhere with a beach, or I want to be somewhere where it doesn't snow. I'm so sick of snow. So yeah, so yeah. All right, y'all. Well, babies, y'all ain't talking about have you been to Boston? I've not been to Boston. Have not been to Boston. I got some trade out in Boston. I need to go see though. I got some trade out in Boston. I need to go see. I haven't traveled a lot of places. The only places I've actually been is I've been to Ohio. Like I said, I've been to Georgia a little bit. I've been to Kentucky, but I haven't been to Kentucky in forever. I've been to Florida, of course, because I used to go down there for what's it called? I used to go down there for spring break all the time. Been to Florida. I think that's really it. Cali is expensive. They also pay more, but yeah, Cali is hella expensive. I get a friend that actually moved from Indiana to Cali. Texas ain't so bad. I heard Houston is a what's it called? Houston it has a low cost of living, which is love. I've like afforded. It's affordable to live in Houston. Cali has a lot of sugar trade. Oh, no sugar trade. Baby, that's the trade that got the money out there in Cali. They got the money out in Cali, baby. Find me a good sugar daddy. Pay some of this rent, y'all. What was it like for you in high school? What was you like? Wait, what? What was you like for your high school? In high school, I was a nerd. I was nerdy because I was in show choir. Well, I wasn't really nerdy. I did show choir in high school. I did track, and I also did plays. So I used to act in high school. I used to act. I used to do show choir, and I used to do track. I used to run the 4x1 relay, the 4x4, the 100-meter dash, the 200-meter dash, and I used to pole vault. Bitch, I was an athlete. Baby, you still see these? I still got my Angela Bassett arm from the pole vault days. But yeah, high school was kind of cool. Like I had my little show choir friends, so I had my little group of friends. I didn't really go to parties and shit like that. I was out in high school, maybe like my sophomore junior year. I came out as gay in high school, so I dealt with that. And didn't nobody fuck with me. I had open. Oh my god, y'all. I'm so sorry. Oh, I openly had a boyfriend in high school. I was medically transitioning in my senior year. So yeah, I was taking hormones my senior year of high school. But nobody knew. Nobody knew. So yeah, that happened. Sugar trade. High school was fun for me. Like it's not like I was bullied or nothing like that. I mean, people made fun of me more like in middle school and elementary school, but when I got to high school, people was chill off that shit. So you didn't know you were trans before you thought you were gay. Well, see, thing is, I had been looking up trans stuff. I didn't know trans was possible till maybe my freshman year of high school. Because I had done research. I've seen the girls on, what's it called? Maury and Jerry Springer and shit like that. So I knew it was possible to transition. But I hadn't looked into the aspect of transitioning. But I was always fascinated with stuff on Logo when they had this trans beauty pageant called Transition. So I would always stay up and watch that, and I ended up buying it later in life on DVD. But yeah, I knew I wanted to be a girl. I always knew I wanted to be a girl, but I just didn't know how to get there, or I didn't know how to, like go about the process and shit like that. But yeah, so I came out as gay, but I knew I had always wanted to transition though. So I took it a step at a time. Yeah, and thing is, I didn't even get to come out to my daddy. He ended up finding my journal. Like he thought there was something wrong with me because, like, I don't know, I was a very silent kid. Like I always would go to my room. I would shut the door. I just like being by myself. I would always like being by myself since I was little. Like literally, like elementary school. As soon as I would get home, I would like to play by my toys, and I would go in my room and I'd shut my door. So I don't know what happened. He felt the need to look through my room one day. This is like my sophomore year of high school. And he ended up looking up for a whole bunch of stuff. And when he looked through it, he found that I had stashed away a few things. So I had took my grandma's wig, one of my grandma's wigs. It was dressing up in the bathroom and shit at night. And he had found my stepmom's bra. I would stuff her bra and I would wear her. I would like go to the bathroom and pretend to be a girl, shit like that. So we found a bra. He found a wig, and he found my journal that basically I had been documenting since literally middle school. I'd had this journal since middle school and I had talked about being gay. I was like, oh, well, I can still be straight and I can like boys. And da, 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 da. Then it came to, you know what? I think I want to be a girl and shit like this and all that. And then he found my internet history looking up trans vlogs on YouTube and shit like that. So my dad approached me. He talked to me about it. And then I told him, like, I just didn't want to tell y'all until I knew what I wanted to do. And then eventually, when I knew what I wanted to do, I told him. So, yeah, baby, on my 18th birthday, as soon as I hit 18, y'all, I went onto the website, ordered me some hormones, And baby, I just started popping in pills in secret because didn't nobody know. Honestly, he wasn't angry. He wasn't angry at all. He didn't yell at me and shit like that. Because I had wrote him when I told him I actually wanted to transition. It was, I think it was my senior year of high school. And I had gone to visit my brother here in Terre Haute. Because he was in college. So I wrote, because I had been getting up the courage to, like, I wanted to transition. So I had finally gotten up the courage to tell him. So I wrote him a note. And then when he drove us down to Terre Haute to visit my brother in college, because me and my sister, I left the note on his bed. And so when he got back to Terre Haute, he ended up seeing the note and he said, "Well, we'll talk about it when we get home." But the thing is, he didn't really talk about it with me. And then eventually, like, y'all, he wasn't angry. He was just like, "So is this something that you really want to do?" I'm like, "Yeah." I researched it. I looked up what I wanted to do, and I'm gonna do it. He wasn't angry. He always kind of let me be independent as far as like the choices that I'd made and shit like that. Like I was a very independent kid. I knew how to cook and do laundry and sweep and mop and all that type of shit when I was like 8. So I was always like super independent when I was younger. So he didn't like. You know. And where are you guys now? Oh, my dad loves me. I mean, he's always loved me and shit like that. But like, it took a while for him to get used to. Of course, like when he dropped me off to college, he was still calling me by my dead name. Like literally, when I'd be across the campus, you literally call me by my dead name. I was like, oh my god, dad, no, like I'm coming here to be a new person. But now we're good. He calls me she, her, Andrea. When he's on the phone with other people, he's like, oh yeah, my daughter just got into town. Me and my daddy be good. He used to slip up a lot, but he don't slip up no more. What about your stepmom? Well, my stepmom now, because the stepmom I grew up with when I was like in the midst of transition, she did not take it well. She did not take it well at all. But since they divorced, he's gotten a new wife, so I have a new stepmom, and she's been cool with it. Like when he met her, I was already transitioned, so he just told her about, hey, I got a kid that's transitioned. I got a trans daughter. Blah blah blah. And thing is, I ride for her because she would always she her. And when my daddy would slip up, she would correct him. Like, Brian, her name is Andrea. Andrea, she, her. She was on it. New stepmama was on it. What did she do? Oh, my old stepmama was not with the shits at all. I think I've talked about this before. I think I talked about this multiple times. Um, cause see, like she had a son. So when I wanted to transition, she basically didn't want me transitioning in the house because she thought her son would be impressionable. She thought I would influence her son. So wait, hold on. Let me get some water, y'all. Yes. Okay. So yeah, she thought I was gonna D. Oh, hey girl. Hey Miss D. Or Miss D. I don't know. If it's D D, then hey Miss D. But if it's the other D, hey D. But yeah, my stepmama, basically she didn't want me to transition because she didn't want me to influence her fucking son. So since she didn't want me to influence her son, she told me I couldn't transition in the house. So when that had happened, basically, I would hide and do it in secret. Like when I would go out to parties and stuff and go to my friend's house, I would basically put everything in the car, change in the car, and then when I would come back to the house, I would take everything off and I would have to like detransition going back into the house. But one day, she had seen the fact that, well, I was talking to her son, which was my stepbrother at the time. We were just chilling, we were talking, and since she said I couldn't wear nothing in the house, I had my hair straight. I think I had my hair straightened. No, I had my curly hair. So I had my natural hair. I always had long natural hair. So I had my hair like in a ponytail, and I had like a little tank top on. And so this time I was growing boobs. So I didn't have a bra or nothing. So I was growing boobs so you could see my boobs. And I just had a tank top on and some shorts. So the thing is, my stepbrother had his cousin over. And so I was walking by back and forth in the house, and the cousin was like, hey, I didn't know you had a sister. So once what's it called? That had happened. My stepmom went to drop my brother and the cousin off somewhere, and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't know. When did you guys get a sister?" Or something like that. And so he basically told my stepmama that I was walking around the house looking like a girl, when I really wasn't. I literally just had my hair in a ponytail, and I was growing titties. So I can't stop growing titties. Like I can't stop growing titties. So she basically thought that I was walking around just like a girl in the house, which she told me not to. So when I was gone, she went to my room. She found my hormones. She found the girl clothes that I was stocking up to come to college in. So like this is during the summer before I went to college. So I was like stocking up my wardrobe to go to college because I had a little McDonald's job. She took my clothes that I was saving up, and she also took my weave because I had a cute little sew in from AliExpress. I bought me 4 bundles of Brazilian curly with a closure, and I was gonna have that put in before I went to college. But one day I came back and it was all gone. It was all gone, and I was pissed. She threw it away, y'all. She threw away my hormones. She threw away my clothes. She threw away my bundles. She threw away my bras. She took it all, bitch. She said, "Not in my house." She was not here for the shit, y'all. She was not here for the shit. Yeah, so that's why me and my stepmama never got along. So once I found all this out, I was so upset. I called Kaylin. I called Kaylin. I was crying. Oh, I was bawling because I was so mad. So he like hopped in the car and drove all the way to the house across town. And during this time too, I think I had called my friend Lachey. Rest in peace to Lachey. She had passed away. Basically, I called my friend Lachey too, and she was like, "Do you want me to go up there and whoop her ass for you?" Oh no, oh no. So she pulled up at the house. No, no, no. That's not how it went. That's not how it went. That's not how it went. I lied, y'all. I lied. That's not how it went. I went to Lachey's house after I found this out. I had called Kaylin, and me and Kaylin had came. So I had called my brother, and I was over at Lachey's house. So I picked up Lachey. I got Lachey because Lachey wanted to whoop my stepmama's ass. Lachey wanted to whoop my stepmama's ass. So I picked up Lachey, went back to the house, and I followed my stepmama around. I was cussing her out. Well, not really cussing her out because I mean I didn't cuss her. But I was like, "Why would you do that? I paid for this. I paid for that. How could you? Da 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 da. It was none of your stuff to touch. How you gonna throw away the stuff that I paid for? That I paid my hard-earned money for?" And Lachey was sitting in the corner like, "When you want me to hit her? When you want me to hit her? You want to beat her ass?" Like, because Caitlin and Shay was downstairs. I was following because my stepmom was walking around the house. She was on the phone with my dad. She was on the phone with my daddy. So she was like, okay, this is passing. So she was saying She's like, "He's gone crazy. He's yelling at me. He's cussing me out. He's being so disrespectful. Blah 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 blah." So eventually, my dad gives me a call. So when my dad gives me a call, my dad is yelling and screaming at me. Me! Like I'm in the wrong in the situation. My daddy is yelling and screaming at me for this bullshit. So he's like, "Why are you disrespecting her like this? Why are you yelling at an adult? I raised you better than that. You need to apologize to her right now because blah 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 blah." My daddy was pissed because my daddy don't play that disrespectful shit for elders and like people that are older than me and people in authority. So I like stood up to my dad. I'm like, "Daddy, she threw away all my stuff that I paid for. I paid for that shit out of my money. I didn't ask for y'all money to buy this stuff that y'all didn't agree with. All the shit I bought with my McDonald's check." He was like, "Well, I need you to apologize to her." I'm like, "No, I'm not going to apologize." So y'all, I packed all my shit, all the shit that I needed before I went off to college, and I moved in with my good friend Lachey the last week of it was like a week before I went off to college. And my dad called me. He was like, "Well, you need to come back to the house so we can have a conversation about all this." And I just didn't pick up the phone. So when I went off to college, I didn't see my daddy. I didn't see my daddy. I didn't see my stepmama. Okay? Because I feel like I didn't. Was I in the wrong, y'all? Was I in the wrong? But yeah, I didn't feel the need to apologize. So My brother's family moved me in, so because you know we had the same dad but different moms. So I rode with his mom and everything like that to move in. And so they moved me in. So my daddy didn't see me off to college. He didn't help me move in. He didn't make no trips up there to see me. Me and him was in it bad back then. And I didn't speak to my stepmama. Like, I don't think I spoke to my stepmom since. That was the last moment I spoke to her. And then shortly after, like when I came back for like Thanksgiving break and shit like that, they was getting a divorce. So yeah, that's that tea and how my family took it. That is how my family took it. So she was a stranger the whole time. Yes, honestly, I never cared for her at all. Cause my dad's married to her for like 4 years. So basically, from the time I was in eighth grade to the time I graduated high school, she was my stepmom, and I did not care for her ever. I'm gonna say you weren't in the wrong there. Thank you, Hydra. Thank you. Would you say that your transition broke them up? I felt like it was part of the reason. I don't think it was the whole reason because they were already having issues and shit like that. Honestly, they weren't a good match. Period. They weren't a good match at all. Only reason they got married is because she was gonna take a job in Georgia, and her and my dad was dating. So she's like, well, if I'm going to stay here, I'm not gonna stay here and pass on my opportunity at this job as your girlfriend. I need to be your wife. So my daddy put a ring on it. But yeah, I feel like my transition definitely was a factor, but it wasn't the sole reason. But it definitely was a factor in why they divorced. Cause I wasn't fucking with her. I was not fucking with her at all. The hell, she wasn't fucking with me. But my stepmom that I had grown up with, that my dad's first wife that I had grown up with, that I love her. Her name is Gina. Love her. She was the best stepmother ever. She embraced me wholeheartedly. Like every time I go back to town, I see her. We talk. She makes us some drinks. We go out to eat. We kiki. I love her. But you were right. But you were so right about how you took it. Yes, I was pissed. Cause like half the shit that I like had that I was supposed to go off to college with, I couldn't have because she threw it away. I had to get some old raggedy ass synthetic wig for my freshman year of college, and it looked rude. I had to rebuild my wardrobe. I basically had to make my boy clothes into girl clothes in my freshman year of college. All because she threw away some of my clothes. Like I said, me and my daddy was into it bad my freshman year. Like he wasn't sending me no money to get my books. So basically, that was a big reason why like me and my freshman year did not go well. Cause I just wasn't prepared. Cause like I was basically just thrown into college. I didn't have all my tools and shit. Cause me and my dad had kind of stopped talking right before I went off to college. So he wasn't sending me the money and the shit that I needed in order to get books and get access codes and shit like that and food. And I didn't have a job at the time, so that was a rough time, y'all. That was a rough time in my life. That was rough as fuck. But yeah, everybody's good now. Me and my the new stepmom are good. My siblings are good. I'm back. Me and my sister, as you seen, we did it live the other day. I mean, a few weeks ago. Emmy and me and my sister are good because me and my sister didn't talk for a while either. Me and my sister didn't talk for a while when I transitioned either. We literally just got cool maybe like about 2 years ago. How did you get through it? Honestly, the only reason I got through it was my brother. Kaylin really got me through that because like if I didn't have nobody else in my corner, I don't know how I would have handled that. I had my friends. I had my best friend Vicky. I had a good support system friend wise, because my friends hurting the family. Because like I said, I basically was over their house all summer because of the transition shit. Because I couldn't be a girl at the house, So the only place I could go out and be myself was when I would go to Lachey and Vicky's house, and I could be myself there. So I stayed over there literally all the time. Me and Kaylin, we all were just over there chilling, and that's how I basically just got comfortable. And if I didn't have those people in my corner, I don't know how the fuck I would have survived. As much as I enjoy your voice, I bid you good night and sweet dreams. Oh, well, thank you for coming and tuning into my live. Hopefully, you tune in tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. We'll tune in next week. Bye, Hydra. Vicky sounds like someone who knows how to put their hair in a rubber band. Baby, Vicky is my girl. I don't know. I have a video with my best friend Vicky. It was called T Girl Chat. It was back in 2017. It's my one of my older videos. She's my best friend. We had been friends since preschool. We were friends in preschool, and then like after preschool, we got went to different schools and shit like that. And then I re-met her in middle school, and then I hated her in middle school. And then high school, we was in show choir shit together. And we became best friends again. And then we transitioned together. Literally, like she was the first one to like start dressing shit like that in high school. Like she would go to house parties with heels and tutus and shit like that. So she broke all that shit up in Kokomo. And then, bitch, I decided to transition, and we transitioned together. That's my best friend. And Lachey, she was right there too. Lachey was ready to whoop ass for me too. But yeah, but my sister, I don't know. Basically, when I transitioned, I left Kokomo, and when I transitioned, I basically left my sister in Kokomo to deal with everything else. Because Kaylin was here in Terre Haute, and I was in Terre Haute. So, like, right when I transitioned, I left. So, basically, everybody was talking about it. It was like a big old thing, because, like I said, we don't really have trans people in Kokomo. So, everybody was like, oh my God, your brother's trans. Oh my God, he's transitioning. He's turning into a girl. He's da 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 da. So, she was basically getting talked to from all that. You need a whoop ass support system when you transition. You really do. You really do. If you ain't got somebody that's ready to go behind you and spank that ass, girl, you're not gonna survive. You are not gonna survive the trans world. Not at all. And even when I got to college, or Terre Haute too, college, Terre Haute, whatever, same thing. I always say college. I had a support system as well. I had my good girlfriend T. I had Kaylin. I had T's boyfriend. I had T's boyfriend's friends. So whenever I would go to party, people would spook my T. Because I had people from Kokomo come to Indiana State where I was going to school at. And so they knew me from around town. So when they would see me, they were like, oh, they would go up to people in the party and you know that's they would be real messy and spill my tea. So when I would spill my tea, I'd probably dance with somebody, and then like once I would walk away from dancing with somebody, then he would walk up and spill my tea, and then everybody would circle around me like, you're not gonna touch her. She's here to join the party just like you are. There's a support system, and then there's a whoop ass support system. Okay, girl. Okay. I heard that. And I got both. I got support system and whoop ass support system. Okay. Yeah. You really got to. You really got to have people in your corner when you do shit like this. Like, regardless, if I didn't have nobody in my corner, I was still gonna transition. Cause I told my dad that in a letter. I was like, well, I don't know how you're gonna deal with this, but just know it's happening. I would love for you to join me on this journey, but if you're not gonna join me on this journey, then I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do this. So I'll throw down for my sisters. I will too. All 11. I got one biological sister, and then I got Vicky, which is my trans sister. Love her. That's my bitches. Cause I know Imani would throw down for me. She really would. And I know me and Vicky, we always gonna go toe to toe with some bitches, just in case the bitch try us. Me and Vicky always about that life. I need to do another. I want to do a live with Vicky. That'd be love. You know, I haven't talked to Vicky in a while. Last time I talked to Vicky was when I was in Kokomo. I ain't been in Kokomo in about 2 months. So I haven't talked to Vicky in about 2 months, something like that. 2, 3 months. I need to reach out to her. I reach out to her. And next time in Kokomo, I'm gonna do a live with her, so y'all can get to me and Vicky's tea. What is Vicky's Instagram? Cause it's something weird. She don't really post no more, but I mean she got an Instagram. It's like underscore Ms. Romanova. It's like MHZ. I'll put it in the description, cause you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know, and it's hard to spell. But yeah, y'all need to get into my girl Vicky. I love her. Anything else y'all want to know or get into before we head off? Because I've been on here a good minute. I didn't think I was going to last this long. The live started off real slow, baby. It started off real slow, but it got good. It got back cute. Y'all came through and was talking. So I'm glad. I'm glad y'all came through and was talking with me. And it's been a cute 7 people. 6, 7 people, like consistently, which I love. So I am gonna drop a new video, and I need more content. What kind of YouTube videos would I like to see? Is she a tattoo artist? No, Vicky's not a tattoo. Vicky's not a tattoo artist. Vicky's not. No. I think she's like a nurse. How's going back to work? I will see because I actually today was my first meeting, so we did a back to work meeting from 8 to like 4:30. So I actually work tomorrow from 7 to like 2. Yeah, from like 7 to 2. So we'll see how going back to work is gonna be and dealing with all the precautions of the Rona and all that type of bullshit. We'll see. I hope it's gonna because I work on a college campus, so I hope it's just that's just so much Rona that's gonna be spread. And I don't got time for that. I really don't. I really don't. You scared? I'm not scared. More so anxious about everything that's gonna happen. I mean, they're putting up these big ass plexiglass things in front of registers and all that. So I mean, that's not gonna be a problem. So that's gonna help prevent the Rona. But then again, like we're gonna have a whole bunch of student workers. We're gonna have a whole bunch of workers around. Even though we may have masks on, like girl, that don't mean nothing because we're gonna be in a close proximity with each other. Mask or not, whatever you touch and not touching, shit like that. Like stuff is still gonna get touched and people are gonna be touching the. I just wish they could just pay us to stay home. I really wish they would pay us to stay home. That's what a bitch really wants. Because this unemployment I was collecting was love. And plus, I feel like I need to get a second job too. Because, bitch, I'm trying to save up and get these titties done. I want my titties done by next year. I mean, my titties done. Which means I need some donations, y'all. Make me a GoFundMe. I thought they were already done. Girl, no, this ain't nothing but a good bra. I want to, what is it? The Victoria's Secret bombshell bra. Yeah. They don't look like this when I take the bra off. They look good right now because of the bra and the shirt, but yeah. But they look good though. They've grown a little more because of quarantine, baby. What's your Cash App? Cash App is the same as my YouTube name, Andrea Mandavi. Little dollar sign, Andrea Mandavi. And I think the Mandavi is like a capital A with Andrea and then a capital M for Mandavi. But yeah, Andre and Mandavi is my Cash App name. If anybody wants to send me a cute little coin, help a sister during this pandemic. Because the bitch been out of work. Hey girl, Amber. Amber, Amber, Amber. Which Amber is this? Hey Amber. Girl, you late. You late. I'm an hour and a half into the damn live. You done missed the story time. I hope, seriously. Well, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate this. If you can help a bitch out, I would really appreciate it. Okay? I'll send it to my titty fund. Oh, I'm extra late. I'm defiant. Okay. Okay. Got you, girl. Got you, girl. But I'm here. Yes. Come on. Tuning into the live. She here now. Yeah, girl. You tuned into the end. All right. Anything else y'all want to discuss while bitch is still here? Because we talked about all my topics. How did your style change when transitioning? Oh, cute. Okay. Honestly, pre-transition, I didn't have a style. I kind of just wore whatever the fuck. Like, honestly, I did not buy a lot of clothes before pre-transition. I kind of just wore like South Pole, South Pole, and like little collared shirts, and like pre-transition, I had no sense of style. But once I transitioned, baby, and I could wear what I wanted to wear. At first, it was real hoish. First, it was always real hoish. Everything I wore was super ho, like super low cut shirts, crop tops, booty shorts. I just had to be somewhere naked. But now, like that, I've gradually gotten to like being able to buy better clothes. I mean, I don't really have a style, but I just like to look cute. Like shirts like this, I love shirts like this. Like this shirt, I find this shirt cute as fuck. I love me a nice little low cut now that my titties is coming in on shit. And I live for some boots. I live for boots and heels. I love a good boot heel. All right, I love boots and heels and shit like that. I have like a. If I had the money for the way I want to dress, I would dress bougie as fuck. But I'm glad my style has actually improved. I wear a lot of dresses though. I need to start getting into matching because I live for dresses. Because I just like to wake up in the morning, throw something on, and go. But during the winter, I love a cute little winter and fall, a cute little skinny jean with a nice long boot and a cute little real tight top and a nice flowy cardigan. Girl, that's me all day. That is me all day. When I'm transitioning, did you ever get clocked? Oh, girl, I used to get clocked down. I mean, I honestly still get clocked. I don't think I'm super passable. Just wear black all the time to look bougie. Okay, just wear black. But yeah, I don't think I'm a super passable girl. I just think that confidence also helps. But baby, when I first got to college, um, a lot of people didn't know, and I don't know how they didn't know I was trans because of the fact that I had a really deep voice back then. If you look at my past videos when I was first making videos, my voice was not the same as the way it is now. My voice was deep, deep, like, hey everybody. Like, it was very like drag queen, like Law and Order SVU hooker type like voice, like chain smoker voice. That was literally me. I don't really get clocked a lot. I mean, I get clocked here because of the fact that everybody knows my tea. I'm open about my tea here where I'm at. How do you even know you've been clocked? Oh, baby, you can always tell when you get clocked. It's always though. They're looking over, or you can kind of see, and a cute little whisper. It's always one of them whispers like you know. You always know they're just looking at they do the whole little whisper thing. Y'all, this is why does this wig keep coming up, y'all? It keeps sliding back. I didn't glue it down and it's showing. But yeah. But like if I go to the grocery store I'm not getting caught. If I'm just doing like regular everyday stuff, I don't get clocked. I feel like you really got to get into my team. Like if I'm sitting down here and I'm talking to you and like we're really engaging and stuff like that, you might pick up on my team. But like just seeing me in passing, you probably won't clock me. I don't think you get. I don't think you're clocked one out. Thank you, girl. That's because we went to a college that thrived on shade and spilling people's tea. Girl, okay? They thrived on spilling a bitch's tea. Oh, they lived to spill a bitch tea. I remember, I didn't know. I remember when I was like my freshman year, bitch. They would be in the comments looking at me, walking through. Like, this is after I was on the Jerry Springer show. So that's when everybody really got into my team, found out. So then everybody, like, I'd be walking around and people would be looking at me and whispering at me. And they'd be taking pictures of me, like walking by taking pictures of me when I'm in the line at the little Burger King trying to get some food, posting me on social media, talking about me. Like, people did me bogus. Girl, y'all remember I did that story time when I got chased out the party? What was the episode even called? Wait, which one? Which one? And oh hell, that's weird and hella bogus. Girl, yes. Yes. And niggas didn't make it no better. But like I said, like we talked about, I had my people with me. So as long as I had my people with me, wasn't nobody gonna fuck with me. What about you gets you clocked? Um, to me, I like the most clockiest feature on my face is my arms, because my arms are super muscular. Like you may not be able to tell because I'm sitting like this, but like if I'm in a party and I'm dancing, like I feel like I'm muscular. So if like my arms and my shoulders get me caught, because like I said, I don't have like my top part of my body is wider than the lower part of my body, so I think people can clock that. But that's maybe just a thing that I notice. But I also think my chin is really cocky. That's why I want FFS. Because this chin is strong, girl. This chin is strong. Oh, girl, they took that Jerry episode off of YouTube. And I'm glad they took the Jerry episode off of YouTube. I think I'm going to do a whole YouTube story time about the whole Jerry Springer experience. Would y'all like that if I did a whole YouTube about the Jerry Springer experience? I'm going to do a YouTube story time about it. So y'all can know all the tea and what happened behind the scenes. How I got on the show, how the bitches contacted me, what was it like, the aftermath. I'll do a YouTube story time about it. I'm glad they took it off because, girl, that episode was a mess. That lived down in infamy. Infamy, y'all. And I'm so mad I did it. I'm so mad I did it. But the experience of being on TV was fun. Honestly, it was. But the way people reacted to it was, ooh. Because people probably thought it was real. So they probably thought I was really tricking niggas on, like, in real life. But it did open up doors to new trade. Me being on the show opened up doors to new trade. Because motherfuckers that see me that want to try me, they was like, oh, we got a trans girl in our midst. I mean, I'm definitely glad they took that shit off. Amber, do you watch Pose? I don't know. She's still here. But yeah, y'all. There's been a lot of shit that's been happening. And bitch has gone through a lot. I need to write a book. That's what I really need to. I would love to write a book and document my experiences and shit that I've gone through. Oh, I asked, do you watch Pose? Because you missed the whole Pose conversation. I just want to know if you watched Pose. Okay. I want to know, what do you think about them being snubbed for that Emmy? Cause none of the girls on Pose, they didn't none of them got nominated for an Emmy. Only Billy Porter. No, that's shady. That was very shady. I was pissed about that. Sorry, I had to bring that back up because I'm still mad. And I know my girl Amber, she watches Pose. I just want to hear her thoughts. But yes, I don't hear from me. Angelica was robbed. Are you serious? That's insane. Not shocking though. It pisses me off. Angelica was robbed. Angelica Ross was robbed. Cause bitch, that whole episode dedicated to Miss Candy when she died and her talking to her parents and talking to everybody, that was acting. She acted her ass off in that. And honestly, MJ Rodriguez too. She was robbed too. MJ was definitely robbed. When Sis made the magazine cover, I just knew it was time. Okay, definitely her time to shine, baby. Definitely her time to shine. But yes, and I honestly feel like they should have got nominated. Maybe I don't know if they should have won one, but they definitely should have been nominated with Billy Porter for Pose. Go have a whole show about trans women and only nominate this man. MJ is because all of them stepped it up. I totally understand why the first season didn't get nominated. Well, while the girls didn't get nominated the first season, because honestly, the first season acting was cringy. It was. But the second season, everybody stepped it up. Lil Poppy stepped it up. Um, MJ stepped it up. India stepped it up. Everybody stepped it up. I feel like they should have got a nomination. They was robbed from that shit, y'all. I will never forgive the Emmys. I'm gonna say since I'm tuning in for them. Although they also agreed the acting was crunchy. Ooh, Damon's story. Yes, Damon. Damon stepped his acting chops up too. Because the first season was very much cringeworthy. And a lot of people, which broke my heart. Yes, yes. I cried when Miss Candy died. That whole episode, I was crying. Especially the funeral part, a bitch was crying. I don't know what the Emmys or Pose are. Bitch, how have you not watched Pose? It's a show about ballroom culture in the 80s at the height of the HIV epidemic. It's on Netflix, season 1 and 2. Girl, or what? I don't know what you know. Think girl. Girl, go ahead and watch Pose on what's it called? On Netflix, season 1 and 2. The Emmys is basically like the award shows for TV, like TV shows and little documentaries and shit like that. See, the Emmys are for TV shows. It's like the Oscars for TV shows. You know, like voguing and walking with the houses and ballroom. You know, like the voguing and shit like that when they do categories and all that type of stuff. That's what ballroom is. Like they're like category is businessmen, and like all the men will walk and they'll have their briefcases and their suits and stuff like that. See who does the best businessman, and then like they give you a 10 or they chop you. Did you know that Damon's real life sister died unexpectedly? Found out on his Instagram. Yes, I seen she was shot and killed. That was so sad. That was so sad. You may need to give it a small spill on what that is. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what ballroom culture is, which is crazy. But I feel like once you watch Pose, you'll know what ballroom culture is. In Vogue magazine. No, you know the dance Vogue. You know, like Madonna, Vogue, Vogue, come on, do 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 do, got to move to the music, do 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 do. But of course, Madonna capitalized off of the black LGBT culture, and it was really them who came up with black trans women and drag queens came up with voguing. So their voguing is more like do 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 and duck walking and shit like that. So yeah, that's why you need to watch Pose on Netflix, season 1 and 2. Season 1 and 2, go ahead and watch it. It's really good. The storylines are everything. But like with the acting in Pose, I didn't need super great acting, honestly. Cause like I related to the story so much to where I didn't need them to be like super Oscar worthy, Emmy worthy performers. Cause just the fact that you're giving trans storylines on TV, I could relate to it. I could relate to the niggas not being shit and sneaking off to get with you and shit like that. I could relate to, wanting your body done and, whether I need to go and try to get pumped or not, shit like that. Like, I didn't need the, what's it called? I didn't need the acting to be great. But the acting was better in the second season and they deserve their Emmy. Okay. They deserve their fucking Emmy. I think I said this like 20 times, but okay, y'all. Anything else? I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes. So when it hits the 125 mark, I'm gonna go because the bitch gotta work at 7 in the morning. So, anything else you guys want to discuss? Any last minute discussions you guys want to have before this 5 minutes is up? Wow, 8 people and 8 likes. Yes, this is a great live. Thank you. And I honestly didn't think it was gonna be a good live at all. I honestly didn't because I didn't. I ran out of wine. They're saying Beyonce's not black enough to be over there in Africa. Girl, what the fuck? She black. She black. And she's putting black people out there. She's putting black artists out there that never would have had the opportunity to be put on like a global, like a whole global thing that people would see it. So, girl, fuck all that. If she can, throw in some African artists and give them their props and show what they can do and show the world what African artists can do, let her do what she does. She black. She can do what the fuck she wants. She Beyonce. She can do what she want to do, whether she light skinned or not. Okay. Everybody stream Black is King. Black is King is everything. Everybody needs to go watch that. A little shameless plug. You're saying she's in a time. I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that they've been talking about her being an Italian woman in blackface. I forget what they said her name was though. What they said that her name was Mary or something like that. I don't know. But I remember reading that. I'm like, girl, have y'all not seen her parents? Her daddy black as hell. Her mom is the only one that's like super light skinned. And she looked like her mama and her daddy. I mean, clearly she's black. The internet will never cease to amaze me. They never will. Internet's always doing so much. Egypt. Oh, y'all. I cannot. I cannot deal with all the Beyonce conspiracy theories that I've been seeing up and down my timeline for the past 2 weeks. From Beyonce being a witch to Beyonce being a white woman. They're saying her eyes are too green. Did they not know black people can have green eyes, blue eyes, all that shit? Red hair? Do they not know? That's what I don't get. It's like, girl, take your conspiracy theories on somewhere. Take y'all conspiracy theories on somewhere. I remember, I think the craziest one I heard was that Solange was Beyonce's sister. What kind of sense does that make? I mean, not sister, but her daughter. This is the Beyonce. Solange was Beyonce's daughter. I remember hearing that. That is a mess, y'all. Well, y'all, we's coming up on this last minute. So, I do this every Tuesday at 10:30. They're saying that she's a white trans woman. Who do you be following when they be talking about all this? Who do you be following? But yes, y'all, I do this shit every Tuesday between 10 and 10:30. Because you know a bitch be late all the time. I'm usually late all the time. And I always bring a glass of wine because this week I was empty as fuck. I'm supposed to be posting a video sometime this week. So be on the lookout for that. And then I'm going to do that YouTube story time about the whole Jerry Springer experience. So also tune in to that. So hopefully you all subscribe on here so you guys can get the notifications when I actually post the video. Because a lot of people don't know that I post. Because they don't subscribe. They just kind of jump on and hope that I'm on here. So yes, next Tuesday at 10, between 10 and 10:30, hop on my live. I'll let you know what we're discussing. I'll post it and you guys will know. Also look out for my other video. So hopefully you guys will be here next week and hope you guys will be tuned into my next video. So I'm glad you all's here. You guys kept me entertained. I helped entertain you. I stayed with a Q8 people, which was love, especially holding it down by myself without my co-host that's usually on here. But yeah, see y'all next week. And if you guys want to donate to a bitch's cash app for her city fund, I'm Mandavi. That's my cash app. It's the same as my name on YouTube and my Instagram. So see you all later and tune in next week. Bye y'all.